Hello, collective. Good morning. Um, Hope you're doing well. Hope you slept well. I felt led to deliver a message this morning. I got up extra early to deliver a message to you. Hopefully, whenever you come across this video, uh, it'll resonate with you. Remember to take what resonates and to leave that which does not. It's for entertainment purposes and just to help guide you in your journey, or if you have unanswered questions, to hopefully help lay a foundation for you to get the answers that you need. Just a little disclaimer, I am not a medical professional, mental health professional, or anything of that nature, so I would never advise to go against any type of regular medical regimen that you already have in place. So with that being said, we're just going to pull a couple cards for this morning, and then maybe get a couple of the runes. Hopefully you guys like the backdrop and the setup that I have. I told you, if you just bear with me, you're going to see that I'm going to get my little setup. I think it's kind of cool, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I appreciate all your energetic support and donations, that being likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and so on and so forth. So, that being said, Spirit, Guardian Angels, Ancestors, what is the message that you would like for us, the collective, to have today? Please and thank you. Hopefully you all are doing well and you had sweet dreams and a wonderful day today. If you have to go to work, don't work too hard. Don't overexert yourself. And Spirit be with you always. So let's see. Do we have any messages for the collective and for myself? Please and thank you, Spirit. If you're wondering, I'm using the Kipper deck. It's a pretty self-explanatory deck, but nonetheless, it's a good deck. Any messages, Spirit, for myself and the collective, just in general, overall reading. Spirit, will you bless us with a message today for myself and the collective? Do you not want me to use this deck today? Hopefully you guys are going outside, enjoying the sunshine. Remembering to take time to appreciate creation. Staying grounded, staying balanced, all the things. Oh, there we go. Okay. Hopefully you're hydrating and drinking your water. I keep feeling led to share this download that I got night before last, out of nowhere. So, as usual, going through this awakening journey, I'm finding myself staying up later at night. I've been listening to light language music, right, as I go to sleep. It's a very good meditation technique if you're looking for any beginners that are on your journey, I would highly recommend discovering light language music and kind of, seeing if, I don't know, maybe that might resonate for somebody. Like maybe somebody has the gift of light language, you know. But I was laying up late at night again because that's when Spirit wants to come in and give me downloads. Is when I'm supposed to be going to bed. And I have it early morning the next day or a long day the next day. I'm grateful though. But I was laying up and one commercial that I've been seeing regularly is the Wonka, for the new Wonka movie. And almost every time I see this commercial, it leads me back to the one with Johnny Depp in it, right? Because, two movies come out and it's like the same storyline, but different actors in it, or actresses. You kind of, I don't know if that's true with you guys, but for me, I compare the actors. Like, okay, who played the character better? That's how invested I get into, movies and TV sometimes. But it got me thinking about Johnny Depp's character and compare and contrast who played him better, right? Who played Wonka better. Now, I haven't seen Wonka, the movie, yet, but it is something that I'm planning on watching. But anyways, it got me thinking about Johnny Depp's character, and which then led me to think about other movies that he was a part of, right? And then that led me to Alice in Wonderland, right? Alice in Wonderland, and I'm just laying up and I'm just thinking how bizarre, how crazy that movie was, right? And I'm just like, well, what is that movie about? Like, what was the message of Alice in Wonderland? And I remember way back in the day when it kind of, first came out, that everybody was on this tangent saying that they think that the writer of Alice in Wonderland was tripping off of, he was on a substance, tripping, and he came up with the idea of Alice in Wonderland because he was on a really crazy trip, and that he just decided to make it a movie, right? And I'm laying up, like, thinking, like, is that it? Like, did he write that story because that? And then it dawned on me. It hit me. I was like, oh, the movie Alice in Wonderland is it's a story about an awakening. Because you gotta think, not to give the movie details away, but you gotta think that this girl didn't fit in anywhere, right? Like where she was amongst the people that she was amongst, right? She was always very different. Like her family, her mother wanted her to be very, very eloquent, right? And wear certain things and be very, very classy, right? like were stockings, and she didn't want to wear them because they were uncomfortable, right? She was more concerned about her comfort than looking a certain image, right? Ooh, that could be significant. Okay. And she didn't want to marry the prince that her family was so like gung-ho about marrying her off to, right? They were all like obsessing because he's a prince, right? It looks good. It's a good image, right? And like, I don't know, like they were wondering why she didn't want to marry Prince or whatever, right? But she wasn't in love with him. Like, that's why she didn't want to marry him, because she was not in love with him. So she's very much didn't fit in. She's very different from the get-go, right? But then she goes and follows this rabbit, and the rabbit takes her down the rabbit hole, right? To a whole nother world, to a whole nother dimension, to things that are just bizarre, that that you would think aren't realistic. They're not realistic to the human eye, like colorful flowers that can sing and have faces, like a a smoking caterpillar that they can talk, like. So I don't know how that's significant. It's probably not even significant to this message today, but I just thought that was interesting. And I had to jump out of bed at like 1 in the morning to come and write it down before I forgot. But I just thought that was so interesting all this time. Like, I'm thinking Alice in Wonderland, all the stories you hear, oh, this guy was on, what, and tripping and decided to, but really, it's about an awakening, So, what I get from that is, if you're like me, and my advice to you is, it's kind of cool that she was different, If you watch the other Alice in Wonderlands, you'll see that, she did some life-changing things. She did some world-changing things because of being different, So anyways, somebody might need to hear that. So the first card we have from the Kipper deck is imprisonment. So this is asking, this is from me asking what messages for the collective and myself today. So this is imprisonment, and it looks like a mature man might be expecting imprisonment. Pretty self-explanatory, right? Now, these cards, with this imprisonment and this little mouse, I feel like this mouse is an informant of some sorts. So somebody, that a mature man, I'm assuming, that's going to become imprisoned, is still going to have some an informant of some sorts, somebody coming on the inside telling him whatever he's telling him, right? Whether it be what the collective's doing, what the collective's up to, what's new with the collective, because that seems to be the chain of events in the stories of the readings. And the next card is unexpected money reversed. Okay, so that's pretty self-explanatory too. Is a lot of the readings that I've been seeing, as I tell you over and over again, and what I've been feeling too is kind of resonates with my situation, is that somebody was expecting, somebody somewhere in your circle collective was expecting some sort of financial gain to sabotage or destroy you, or, you know, break down your castle or whatever, right? And that's just not going to happen. Okay, so that's what I get for unexpected. Now, the next card is bad health. So this mature man, what I get, this mature man not receiving this income, I feel like this is going to leave him in disarray. Bad health, this card can, to me, signify mental health. It can signify physical health. It can signify, you know, like psychic health, gifts, knowing what's what, intuition. So that's going to leave somebody in bad health. And this is regarding some sort of a gift. Or this is, unfortunately, I hate to say it, but this bad health and imprisonment for this mature man is going to be a gift to somebody. Because in a lot of cases, this mature man was relentless, was ruthless about somehow destroying and sabotaging you, collective. For whatever reason, wherever this person fits in your circle or story. Now, this can be energy too. This can be a feminine and mature masculine energy. Okay? So, this is either regarding a gift, or this mature man reaping what he sowed is going to be a gift to you, collective. Okay, and the next card is judication, right? Of course, you know, this mature man being dismantled for the ruthlessness of his actions is justice for you, collective. The energy I've been feeling watching these other readers and using their readings as a means of a foundation to kind of help guide me through my own situation. The person or people in your life, collective, that have been doing these awful things to you, whether it be a smear campaign, whether it be doing dark magic to attack you, whether it be creating obstacles within your life to try to make life more complicated in order to get you to give up. These people were ruthless. They were relentless. You, collective, were their full-time job, destroying you. So yeah, reaping what they sow, because this is what they chose to invest in, invest their life in, invest their time in, invest their character in. They're gonna reap what they sow. That's the laws of karma. It's the rules of the game of life. Okay? And the next card is Distant Horizons reversed. So, Distant Horizons upright, of course, means in the near future. in the distant future, that it might take a while for this or that to occur or happen. But reverse distant horizons, I feel like this is coming in quick. That these people reaping what they've sown, and or you receiving a gift as well as getting justice in this situation, is coming in quickly. That's the feeling I get. And then the next card is poverty. So chances are this mature man or masculine energy or group or whoever it was in your circle that was working tirelessly and relentlessly to try to sabotage you and destroy you, one or more of them are going to end up in poverty. And I feel like, collective, I feel like whoever this informant is, this little rat, right? Whoever this informant is probably cost a pretty penny to keep tabs on you, collective. Whether it's a private investigator that's illegally watching you, monitoring your every move, whether it's a friend on the outside, their time is money. Okay? And especially if they're stalking you and watching you illegally, if it's not a PI, it's going to cost them money to watch you because it's illegal, and there's a chance they could get in trouble, right? So I feel like paying this little informant to keep tabs on you, collective, or whatever the case may be, is going to put these guys in poverty. And since they're imprisoned, they can't work. They can't keep their jobs, so they'll get fired. They can't pay their mortgages from in prison unless they have somebody on the outs, which who knows. So with their job, chances are they'll end up in poverty. Okay? Now, you could also receive justice, collective, in the court of law, right? Doesn't just have to be karma. It could be justice in the court of law as well. I believe you can receive both. Everybody's views are different. But when I see this card, I don't know if you notice it, but it looks like the judge is wearing a cap that appears to look like a brain, right? I don't know. That's what I get. It looks like it's supposed to be hair, and it's probably supposed to be curly hair, but it looks like he's wearing a hat, like a costume hat or something, that is of a brain, an actual brain. And you see he's sitting there with his finger on his cheek, contemplating, really taking into account what these two people have to say and weighing what they're saying. So with that, I take it like this is a judge. If this is a receiving justice in the court of law, this is a judge that's really intelligent and really using his brain. So whoever these two people are, because in some cases, collective, you had a pair, a couple that was working relentlessly to try to destroy you, dismantle you, take from you, rob you, hurt you, and in some cases sacrifice you. All right? So it's probably these two people trying to plead their case and get one over on this judge who's actually very intelligent and really, really smart, right? Really, really smart and really quick on his feet. And actually, I get somebody that actually is ethical. Okay? You could be seeing a lot of threes at this time. 11. I get the number 10, completion. That could be significant. This mature man, if you can see, he's got a lot of books surrounding him, and he's got a globe. So this mature man is very educated as well in whatever he was trying to do. It's not his first goal at whatever he was trying to accomplish. Whether it be, say, this is a member of the occult. He's done a lot of research, done a lot of study, done a lot of has hands-on experience with the occult, right? And all things surrounding it. Say this is somebody who is a lawyer, right? A corrupt lawyer that tried to do all this to you, whatever the case may be in your situation. He knows a lot about law and what he can and cannot get away with. Loopholes. Say this is a, I don't know. Yeah, whatever, I get the sense that whatever he was, this mature man energy, it's all energy, was trying to accomplish, he's very much educated in it. Perhaps knows almost everything surrounding, all things surrounding it. This bad health card. First of all, this hospital room looks very ancient, very old, like back in the olden days. Very traditional. So perhaps this mature man mature man, masculine energy is a very traditional type of person. And that goes back to, thank you. That goes back to the Alice in Wonderland, because she was not a traditional person. So she was so different, but she ended up doing such great world-changing things, right? But this, I get the sense this could possibly be a very traditional energy, right? And so you collective, a lot of us don't do things by the book necessarily when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to, we're not stuck in the matrix. A lot of us work from home, or, if we do have 9 to 5, and that's fine, throwing no shade on you, but a lot of us are, in the middle of awakening and starting a spiritual journey, and we, have our own path that we're following. I mean, and to the traditional type of, Christians, religious leaders, you're going to get a lot of backlash, a lot of hate, a lot of, oh, well, that person's rebelling against God because they're doing this, the tarot cards or whatever, because that's all they know. That's, they're traditional, right? Okay, collective. So that's I feel like that's where that comes in, the Alice in Wonderland. That's so crazy. Yeah, it looks like it's a very traditional hospital. Also, this masculine energy, well, this person in the hospital bed seems to look a little bit older in years, right? Now, I also get that this kind of looks like a back in the day, like psych ward type of facility. So, again, going back to the mental health, maybe this person's going to end up in a psych ward of some sorts, mental health institution. Which, collective, all the stories I've been hearing and intuitively what I've been pulling on, the energy surrounding the collective and myself, the people in your circle that were in your circle or of your past that really were working relentlessly to dismantle you and destroy you. They're borderline sociopath, psychopath, narcissist. Okay? These are people that are like, love to see others suffer, especially when they're different than their traditional ways. So, yeah, if someone takes great joy and pleasure in destroying and harming other human beings, that's a psychopath. No normal person wants to purposely complicate somebody's life, whether it be based off of a smear campaign that everybody jumped on a bandwagon, because in a lot of cases, in some cases I've heard, that's what's going on, is you collective have fell victim to smear campaigns, and for some crazy reason, everybody just was like, okay, well, if you say the collective is this and that, then that must be the truth. Didn't even come and ask you, collective, if what all these things the people were saying about you was true, or this person was saying about you was true, right? Didn't even ask you, have you heard, collective, that so and so said this? Did you know so and so? I would think that you should know that so and so is saying this and that, but they didn't. You know why, collective? Because, in my personal opinion, it's because you're special. It's because you're not like everybody else. You're like Alice in Wonderland. Okay? You're special, and sheerly off of jealousy, sheerly off of others not feeling that they're special, of course they jumped on the bandwagon. Oh, great, an opportunity to throw shade and dirt on this person's name because I'm already jealous of them. I already don't like them because they're prettier than me, they're smarter than me, they work harder than me, they're a better parent than I can be. I'm looking for a reason to hate them, right? Because I don't actually know who they are. I didn't take the time to get to know them, but I really need a reason to hate on them. Like a legit reason. So this is a good reason, is to just jump on the bandwagon and believe what everybody else is, or whoever else is saying about collective, because then I not only fit in with this stupid crowd that is so gullible and naive and believes everything that they're told, and I can blend in with and fit in with these people, but also it gives me an excuse to be mean to the collective and to make them look worse, make them look bad. A lot of you have been dealing with this, okay, collective, and I am so sorry that you've been, for those of you who've been going through this, because I'm with you, I'm in it with you, but we're gonna get through this together. Okay, so we're gonna pull from, it's called a mess deck. Everybody's calling theirs a mess deck. So I think I'll call mine a mess deck too. It's like just downloads that you get from Spirit, and mine's kind of a hybrid of downloads from Spirit and songs that I listen to that help motivate me and get me through difficult times or lift me up. Or just scriptures and phrases and sayings that I've heard over the years and looked into myself over the years. So hopefully you can get something out of it as well. Like I said, collective, go out there. You can see the sun's out, enjoy the sunshine. Really embrace life. Because being in the midst of these attacks, collective, remember the goal is these people, these entities, because a lot of them are being controlled by demons, lower vibrational entities. They were open vessels, willing vessels that needed to be occupied, and they accepted the invitation to have their vessels overtaken by something nefarious, by something lower vibrational. Okay? So the goal was, or is, to get you to not enjoy your life, collective, to give up on life, to be barricaded in your house in hermit mode, not go out and make any friends, or or even be so bitter and angry that you don't want to go out and make friends, and you're just mean when you come into contact with everybody. But the truth of the matter is you had people in your energy smearing your name, creating destruction, trying to create destruction in your life, and doing all this weird funky stuff, right? But the goal is to paint you, is to do all this stuff, push you to your edge, to get you to react, paint you in a negative light, so then you look like you were the bad guy the entire story. When the truth is you had villains coming for your camp, coming for your city, trying to attack you, okay? And you just went into survival mode. You're just surviving, going into survival mode and trying to protect yourself and trying to defend yourself and your family. Okay? So go out and enjoy life. Let the sun hit your face. Take your kids to the park. Even if it's raining outside. I mean, personally, I like a thunderstorm, but soak up sitting in the middle of a thunderstorm, So enjoy. Hopefully you go and enjoy your day and don't work too hard, collective. Remember balance, right? Yin and yang. Work hard. But give yourself a chance to unwind and play and whatever the case may be, all right? All right, so we got any motivational messages for the collective in regards to this situation? Final messages, and then we'll pull some runes. Please and thank you. Sometimes they get stuck together. Okay, any final messages for the collective? Myself and the collective. Any final messages, and then we can pull some runes. I'm still significantly new to the runes, so you'll have to bear with me and forgive me, but we'll figure it out together. It's okay. Nobody knows everything overnight, right, collective? It takes time. But we're going to do this together, all right? So you're never alone. We can do this together. And this together. It's a team effort. Just think of it like that, collective. I know it's easier said than done, but really, like, you have all these people, or these people coming for one particular person in the collective, right? And then you have another person on the other side of the world going through the same thing. And then you have another person on the other side of the world going through the same thing. And they're all standing alone, right? Can you just imagine if, all of us rallied together and just ganged up on everybody that's been doing this to the collective. I mean, we kind of are when we do these little, when it's the tarot card community, or like, even some inspirational influencers that I watch on YouTube that aren't even card readers, but they're chosen. So, could you imagine? Like, I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, man, if only we could, like, rally together and gang up on these people, cult covens, friggin' whatever the case is in your situation, collective. We could just rally together, And that would probably make them stop targeting people, the collective. I mean, really. Don't worry about it, collective. They're gonna, like the reading says, they're gonna reap what they sow. Karma, let me tell you this, karma is an investment, collective, okay? Wherever you spend and invest it's a currency. Karma is a currency. Drop that in the comments below. Karma is a currency. So, however you choose to invest is going to be your return. Okay? So if you do good things, good deeds for people, especially when they don't deserve it, not that that should be the only reason why you do it, collective, but it's just part of the perks. When you do nice things for people, even though they don't deserve it. For example, I have someone in my situation. If you follow my channel, you probably have heard about this person. But I have somebody in my situation that, I intuitively knew or know that they're involved in some crazy stuff when it comes to me, right? But yet, and I don't know all the details, but I know enough to know that I can choose to be awful to this person justifyingly, or I can choose to be kind. And I've chosen to know what I know intuitively, and yet do kind things for this person within means of boundaries, okay? Because we also want to hold those boundaries, okay? We want to love ourselves. Through loving ourselves, part of loving ourselves is establishing healthy boundaries, right? And sticking to those boundaries. So, karma is an investment. And whatever you invest, you get a return. Sometimes with interest, depending on how cruel and unusual you were to somebody. Okay? So just keep that in mind, especially when I know it's hard, collective, but when you feel like retaliating against people, just remember that, all right? I know it's hard, and you're not going to want to take the high road all the time, but that's what separates us from karmics, people who are being controlled by lower energies, is that we don't stoop, okay? All right. Thank you, Spirit. So, the inspirational messages we got today, lovely collective, is rejection is protection. Okay, we've got remember the stars. We got they are more afraid of you. We got the zodiac sign, fire sign, Sagittarius. They got TikTok. And then we got your revival is on its way. Collective, the first thing that came to mind with the rejection is protection. It speaks for itself. But perhaps these people in your life, in your circle, I imagine that they held some sort of significance to you. You being a normal human being, collective, you probably loved these people and had loyalties to them, whoever they are. And so it can hurt, right? It can be shocking. It can hurt to know that these people that you valued so much could do all this to you. Okay? So just know that rejection is protection. I know it sounds like a cliche type of thing, but blood family or not, close friends or not, spouses or not, I mean, is for your safety, collective. And I know you may not see it right now, but you will. We have remember the stars. So yeah, I get in this particular reading is stargazing, which is something I need to start getting back into myself. Brought me a lot of peace and calmness and really good grounding technique. So remember the stars. And they are more afraid of you as true, collective. So a lot of these people, just like Alice in Wonderland story, she was so different. I think a lot of their her families and communities projections came off of them being afraid that she's not going to do what they want her to do. She's not going to marry the prince. She's not going to do this and that. So they try to reinforce out of fear. They're more afraid of you, collective, because you're special. Your existence, your presence, your existence, your presence is a cause for them to question who they are as people, what they're doing or not doing in life. And you are simply just existing, collective. You're not out here trying to, oh, look, you should be living your life like this. You should be doing like I do. You should practice forgiveness. You should go on a self-healing and self-love journey. No, you're just simply existing, living like everybody else. You just exist differently. And they're afraid of that. Why it concerns others, what you do with your life and how you choose to go about your journey, is beyond me. I am still trying to figure out the point of others being so involved in what you got going on, because I just can't understand it, collective. I'm in my own little world. I've got so many responsibilities and so many other things to be dealing with and taking care of that I'm not concerned with this person, that person. Okay? So I will never understand it. Somebody could be a fire sign. A fire sign could be involved in this situation. Uh, or you could be a fire sign. It also says you're brave, artistic, confident, passionate, and independent. So if you are a fire sign, little advice from me to you is try to embrace these characteristics of yourself. No, it's not easy, but give it a shot. TikTok, you could be an online influencer or be trying to get into online influencing. I'm still pretty new to it too, collective. If you're thinking about doing it, go for it. Go chase that dream, you know? Chase your dreams and your wants and your desires. Do what you want to do. You've been through enough, collective. So I think it's your time. Or on the back of this says, and or someone is out of time. Given the contents of this read, it does look like somebody's running out of time. Somebody's going into poverty. They're not getting the unexpected income, imprisonment, adjudication for you, collective, a gift coming your way. Somebody's, and distance horizons reverse. Yeah, something's happening pretty quickly here. TikTok, the clock is ticking. So, and then your revival is on its way, collective. A lot of us are phoenix rising. A lot of us are phoenixes rising from the ashes. Or the analogy I was given when I first started receiving the calling of an awakening journey was I kept seeing caterpillars and butterflies, in that order. It wasn't butterfly then caterpillars, caterpillar, butterfly, caterpillar, butterfly, caterpillar, butterfly. And specifically blue butterflies. Okay? So that could be significant too. You might be seeing synchronicities. But that was pretty much my message of, you're coming out of your cocoon. It's time to come out of that cocoon and flourish into this beautiful butterfly and have your rebirth. So your revival is on its way. It's coming. Get ready, collective. New levels, new devils, right? All right, we're going to pull some, no, let me do message. The universe has your back. Okay? Okay, we're going to get a message from universe has your back. And what we got is, in every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. In every moment, the universe is conspiring to bring me toward right-minded thinking and the energy of love. That's a good one, collective. So try to walk in gratitude. Let's practice that, collective. Let's try to practice being grateful in the midst of these trials and tribulations, shall we? In the midst of this chaos that we're going through as a collective. Alright. Grab a few runes. Let's see here. What messages we got for the collective spirit? Final concluding messages for the collective. Using thank you, spirit. Okay, so this is what we have. So it is okay, so it's havoc. Okay? Excuse me, it says havoc. Hail and havoc for the first one. And the second one is wheel or luck. It says wheel/luck. And the third one is defense. Okay, so we have so you have hail or havoc. And then you got wheel, luck. And then we've got defense. Which goes along with the reading. That'll conclude it because, you're going to be receiving justice. This is going to be havoc for somebody else, and you're being defended, collective. Whether it be by the ethers, your ancestors, angels in the ethers, or the justice system in the court of law, or both. So, much love and light to you guys. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with me. I really, really would appreciate you sending some energetic donations, likes, shares, and most importantly, subscribes, so we can start going live. I can't wait to spend my lives with you guys and getting to know you guys and vice versa. So your likes, shares, subscribes. I'm open to doing personal readings. You can contact me. I'll leave my details in the description box below. Thank you for choosing to spend some time with me, and God bless you guys, and love and light. Till next time.